And at that time, were you familiar with the Ali family, specifically Isan, Zara, and Hanin?
Yes, I was.
Okay. How have you spoken with them before?
Yes, I have.
And who had you spoken with? All three of them, one of them, some of them, or something else?
All three of them in the
Okay.
past.
And in what language had you spoken with all three of them?
In English.
How would you describe the effectiveness of that communication?
Very, very well.
How would you describe your rapport with the Ali family, at least in your opinion?
It was very good. On the prior call for service with them,
And I'm
our
just going to interrupt
oh,
without repeating anything that anyone said or any specific details, just as it relates to the report, please.
our rapport is very, very good. We had a good law enforcement, public person relationship, the best way to put it.
Okay. So in this case, based on that report, did you make contact with the Ali family?
Yes, I did.
And where did you make that initial, and I suppose with whom did you make that initial contact?
Mr. Hassan.
And you said Ihsan Ali?
Yes, correct.
And where did you make that contact at?
He was at the rear of a patrol vehicle contacting Officer Hang and one of our community service transport officers.
And the community service officers is short for that, a CSO?
Correct.
Okay. Do you recall who that was off the top of your head?
I don't.
Okay. At some point, did you make contact with Zara and Hanin Ali?
Yes, I did.
And where did that contact occur?
That about 25, 30 yards away from where the patrol car was situated in the parking lot.
So was that patrol car in clear view of where they were located?
Yes, it was.
And when you made contact with Ihsan Ali, did he speak with you, or did he make any attempts to speak with anyone else?
He was attempting to yell across the parking lot to either his wife or daughter who were in the vicinity where he was yelling to.
Okay. And when you made contact with Mr. Ali, do you recall if he was offered medical aid?
Yes, he was.
And was that by you or someone else?
It was by Officer Hang at that time.
Did he accept that medical aid or indicate that he needed it?
No, he did not.
Did you, as he was yelling across that parking lot, did you give him any directions or directives regarding those actions?
Yes, I was assisting the other officers with trying to compel him to sit in the patrol vehicle and stop yelling across the parking lot.
And did he follow those directives immediately?
No, he did not.
How many times did you have to tell him to stop yelling across the parking lot?
It was a few times. I don't know the exact number of times, but it was a few times.
Okay. At some point, did he, in fact, stop doing that, comply with your directives?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And following that, did you approach Zara and Hanin?
Yes, I did.
And during the course of your interaction with Zara, did she demand to see your husband?
Yes, she did.
Did you immediately allow that?
No, I did not.
Why not?
At that time, they were very escalated, screaming, yelling, that sort of thing. And with everybody being so elevated at that time, I wanted them to de-escalate themselves as much as possible prior to having that communication, just because I didn't want to continue or, make the disturbance that, more than already was. So just wanted to kind of calm the situation before allowing that contact.
And when you say they were very escalated, physically, what does that look like? How would you describe what that means to somebody who's not present?
Yelling, screaming, that sort of behavior.
And during the course of your interaction with Zara Ali and Hanin Ali, did you see any indications or evidence of any injury to their person or present on either their body itself in terms of what was presented to you, or clothing or anything of the like?
It didn't appear so. I didn't see any signs of cuts or bruising. Their clothes didn't seem dirty or disheveled at all.
Okay. And during the course of your interaction with Mrs. Ali, Did she indicate that she needed any medical aid or anything like that?
No, she did not.
Did she make other demands of you in terms of seeing her husband or seeing her child?
Yes, she screamed quite a few times that she wanted to speak with her husband. She wanted to speak with her daughter.
Okay. During the course of your interaction with Mrs. Ali, you said she wanted to see her daughter. Did she ask about her daughter's condition?
No, she didn't indicate about condition of her daughter.
And are you familiar with what the runaway process looks like in terms of if a child runs away from home and that gets reported into law enforcement? Are you familiar with what that process looks like in your system?
Yes, I am.
How does that happen? What do you have to do if someone is reported as a runaway?
So generally, when a juvenile is reported by a runaway, an officer will make contact with the guardian or the parent at that time, get the information as far as name, date of birth, that sort of thing. And generally, if the youth comes from a home, you want to go make contact at the home to see if there's any evidence of any other potential crimes, if there's any runaway notes left, or just to check the residence to make sure that the child really isn't on scene, because that happens quite often. People report the children as missing and they're actually on property or in the home. So those are some of the things that we want to verify prior to making those sort of runaway reports.
So then in order for somebody to be listed in the system as a runaway, does the family have to agree for them to be formally listed by filling out paperwork and or providing information to law enforcement specific to that?
Correct, they do.
So they could call in and indicate they believe their child has run away, but not agree, if I understand your testimony, to have them put in the system.
Correct.
And if they're not put in the system, then is there any indication to other law enforcement officers, if they come in contact with them, that is in fact their status?
Only if a attempt to locate is broadcast, but as far as if the juvenile is contacted in another jurisdiction or another state, another city, they're not going to have any information that person's missing.
So a delay in allowing and agreeing to have that information put into the system could in fact create a delay of putting it into the system to notify other law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Did you have any further role in this case outside of what you've described on scene itself?
No, I did not.
Thank you. I have no further questions at this time.
Mr. Kading, cross-examination.
Regarding Mr. Ali, you said he was in the car already?
No, he was not.
He was not. Okay, where was he?
He was standing at the rear passenger side of the vehicle, or the
Okay.
patrol vehicle.
And what about his appearance when you saw him?
He looked, lack of better word, he looked a little rough. His clothes, I think his clothes were torn and he had some abrasions or dirt on his face.
Okay. And did you talk to other officers about what was going on?
Yes, I did.
So you had an idea?
Yes.
Okay. What time did you arrive?
Sometime around 2:40 in the afternoon.
Okay. And what time did Mr. You know,
I don't know the exact time.
approximately how long had you been there, do you think, before he left?
25 minutes, maybe half an hour.
Okay, so sometime around or after 3 o'clock approximately he left.
Most likely, yes.
Okay. All right, and regarding this runaway paperwork, is that something that gets filled out by the family or by the police who respond?
By the police who respond.
And do you know if that happened in this case?
I don't have any knowledge of that.
Okay. And that was Officer Hang, you said?
Correct.
All right. Just 1 second. Sorry. At some point, at some point before you left, then you did facilitate a meeting between Isan and his wife?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and that happened in the car?
Yes, he was secured in the rear of the patrol vehicle, and she was talked to him through the window.
Okay, and did you ever see the daughter, Fatima?
Did I see her?
Yeah.
Yes, or no, I did not.
Never? Okay. All right, thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Larry, cross-examination.
Afternoon.
Thank you for being here. All right, so my client Zara Ali had two requests of you. One to speak to her husband, correct?
Correct.
And the second was to speak to her daughter.
Correct.
You told her that you would allow her to eventually talk to her husband, correct?
Correct.
And you facilitated that.
I did.
And if I heard you correctly, he was in the back of the car and she was allowed to stand outside and have a conversation.
Correct.
Did you tell her whether she'd be allowed to see her daughter?
No, I did not.
So she made the request
Mhm.
and you just didn't say one way or the other, yes or no?
Correct.
Okay. Was that on purpose?
No, at that time, I was not the lead investigator in the call or the case, and I didn't want to supersede anybody else if they were conducting their investigation with the daughter. So I didn't want to say yes or no and give an incorrect answer, give her false hope.
And
Yeah.
did you ever go into the school?
I did not.
And so all of her contact with you was out in the parking lot, correct?
Correct.
And you were there continuously, correct?
Correct.
And you never said to her that you saw her daughter, correct?
Correct.
And never said that you had information as to her condition, correct?
Correct.
So her request wasn't, how's my daughter doing? It was, can we go or can I go to the school? Is that right?
No, it was, can I talk to my daughter? Or can I see my daughter?
All right. In terms of the runaway protocols that you discussed on direct, on 10/18/2024, did you explain that to my client, Zara Ali?
No, I did not.
In the previous contacts with her, did you explain that protocol to her?
I believe it was with their husband when.
Yeah, well, let's just
oh.
talk to my client.
Oh,
Did you
okay.
ever tell my client what the protocols were and what she needed to do?
No, because she didn't make the initial report. Well, do my prior contact.
Did you have conversations with her previously?
Yes.
Thank you.
Redirect.
In your prior contact was, did dad make that report or did Haneen or somebody else?
The dad did.
And so dad was familiar with the protocol then, is that fair to say?
Correct.
And as it relates to the runaway being formally entered into the system, is that information that you have to enter into the system based on information provided to you from the family?
Correct.
Do they have to agree then to have that person entered into the system?
They do. Yes.
Okay. So you can't just as a law enforcement officer take a 7 a.m. report that a child has run away from home and then yourself put that information into the system. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Did you tell Miss Ali that you didn't have information about her daughter, or were you just silent on the issue?
Silent on the issue.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Keating, any further cross-examination?
No, Your
Mr. Larry?
No, Your Honor.
All right. May this witness be excused?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Any objection? Mr. Larry? You are excused. You may step down. You are free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.